Hello, my name is Jonathan Harris, and as weird as it may sound, I have wanted to be a forensic scientist ever since I was about 8 years old. Now, when I was younger, I was a part of a summer science camp that took field trips every week, and one week we decided to go to the Indiana State Police Museum. At the time, I didn't really know much about police officers and what they did for work. The extent of my knowledge came from playing cops and robbers on the playground with my friends. But when I went to the museum, there was this one exhibit that really caught my eye, and it was about the science behind crime fighting. And ever since that day of seeing those fingerprinting stations and that polygraph machine, the seed that was my love for forensics really grew until I got to high school and I was able to take a forensic course that solidified forensic science as what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. When I got to college, I've been able to take a multitude of forensic and chemistry courses, my strongest of which being forensic biochemistry and analytical chemistry, where I've learned kind of how the human body system works and reacts to different things, as well as how to analyze drugs, meaning how to qualify what type of drug may be in somebody's body, as well as quantify the amount of that drug in a sample taken from that person's body. And then when I was a junior, well, more like when I finished my junior year in college, I was chosen as a forensic toxicology intern at the Center for Forensic Science Research and Education in Horsham, Pennsylvania. Here, I had a really fun, really wholesome, and just exciting experience being in a lab and learning a lot of different forensic toxicological testing methodologies, including instrumentation. I was able to run my samples on instruments such as a gas chromatography mass spectrometer and a liquid chromatography mass spectrometer, as well as complete different extractions to kind of separate the drug from the testing matrices, which were usually blood, and the main extractions we used were liquid, liquid, and solid phase. The final week of the internship, I was given three different blood samples that may or may not have contained a substance, and I was essentially told to go out on my own and analyze each different case sample and then complete a case report on each sample, where I was then able to participate in a moot court exercise where I testified on each of my samples, and kind of giving me just a little knowledge on how it may be like in a real court where I'm actually testifying on a real casework. I have always been drawn more to the chemistry side of forensics rather than the biology side, which is why when I chose to major in forensic science at the University of Central Florida, I chose to go with the chemistry track while also having a chemistry minor. Any class that kind of taught me about drugs and how they interacted with the human body were really interesting to me, which is why I was drawn more to biochemistry, forensic biochemistry, as well as controlled substances. Um, I've also kind of really enjoyed my laboratory courses because having a job where I'm kind of in a cubicle all day and I'm just doing paperwork at a desk just does not sound fun to me. So having that streamlined environment that's similar to what I may be working in the future is really fun and engaging to me. Problem solving is not only a skill that I think I have, but also something that I just find really interesting and fun. Again, in the internship, being able to just kind of be told to go off and analyze each of the different blood samples I was given and figure out what I needed to do for each sample was not only a good learning experience, but it just was really, really exhilarating for me. Um, from these past experiences, I have a good grasp on forensic toxicology, which is why I believe this position is perfect for me because it's really just my next progression. As a child, when I was 8 years old and I saw the science behind crime fighting, but I didn't really know what the term forensic meant. That then grew into high school, taking a forensics course and realizing forensic science is what I wanted to do. College really helped me narrow down what specific sect of forensic science I wanted to do, which is toxicology, as well as giving me good just chemistry and laboratory knowledge, such as wearing proper PPE, how to use glassware, and also how to make correct lab reports. Uh, and interning at the CFSRE then gave me kind of that trial run of what it may be like to be an actual forensic toxicologist, be given a blood sample, and just be told, hey, figure out what's inside. Uh, and so I think that's exactly why this job would be perfect for me. And that's also why I think you guys should hire me, because I'm the exact scientist and person that you are looking for. Thank you, and have a good rest of your day.